Hello,
Hello.
hello again. It's been only a couple of days since we last went live, and today we're going to be discussing even more GPT and tools and software, and hopefully get to a full live build on some lead gen without breaking any rules.
That would be great.
Yeah. So, would you like me to introduce you, Michael, or would you like to introduce yourself?
No, I think you can do it. Maybe you can sell me better than how I would do it.
So, Michael and I have been friends turned business partners over the past 5 years. We first recognized our sort of on-camera chemistry or communication chemistry at a in-company presentation we did. We practiced for weeks just to make it as, I don't want to say as special as it was, but it was really
It was special because who would have thought that we would be working together, two completely different people, being able to actually manage something beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a very interesting change from where we've gone in our career trajectories. I did a whole host of other things, and you followed the corporate ladder, so to speak. And the changes there have been astronomical in the sense of I've been, founded EKB Labs and have been scaling it to some moderate degree, and going through all of the pitfalls, the bumps, and of an AI agency as a whole. So what kind of music would you like to listen to today? Revel or Unpack?
I think with this one, I might actually fall asleep.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
But it is pretty loud.
Oh yeah, I can't hear it for some reason this time. Aha, that's why I can't hear it. I thought I had it set quietly before, and it seems like it didn't want to play for me. All right.
This sounds great.
Shall I? All right then.
This is the perfect sound. Yeah.
Ah, damn. So I somehow tinkered with my the gain, and now I can't hear the music at all. There. It being too loud because you have to very gently play with it. It's a sort of sliding bar.
No, but that's fine.
Before we get into the nitty-gritty of lead gen workflows and GPT-5, would you like to go and cover briefly the current what GPT models and the model selector? We can go through and then pull up what Sam Altman's been saying.
Yeah, let's start there. Let's start with the ChatGPT, the current models, which ones are out there. So 4.0, 4 mini, 3, and when do you use what? We spoke about it last time, but let's just quickly recap. And then the jump to 5, which we are going to expect, I hope, very soon.
Yeah, I completely get that. It's going to be a very interesting switch with it's going to be a huge leap. Just let me know if everything is there. It is.
Yes.
I'm just making
sure. You can see your screen.
All right. So would you like to read through this? Because I have a lot of talk in me.
I think it's great because it's on your screen. I'm trying to...
So what we can do, we can use one of my tools over here. So we can use a Cider, and we can summarize this page instead of having to read the entire thing, as you can see right here. So we just want to summarize the page, and it should summarize. We're using Gemini 2.5 Flash.
Okay, what is this tool? You have to tell me what this tool, because that's pretty cool. I don't even know about this tool.
Okay, so
Don't say me anything here, but
so Cider is an in-browser pretty much sidebar with its own standalone mode here with chats.
yeah.
You can record, you can write, you can translate, you can use optical character recognition, grammar, ask, search. You've got tools, and you've got you can chat with PDFs and using the wide base as a whole. So without going into too much detail, cider.ai. If you want to learn more, just go to the website.
No, I actually
everyone,
because this sounds interesting. Yeah.
So OpenAI offers a range of sophisticated AI models accessible through a model selector for paid ChatGPT plans, each optimized for distinct tasks such as complex reasoning, coding, and visual perception. While GPT-4o serves as the flagship model, integrating audio, vision, and text in real time, specialized models like O3 and O4 Mini excel in specific domains like advanced reasoning and cost-efficient processing, catering to diverse users. The user needs from free to enterprise tiers with varying usage limits and capabilities. Would you like to read out the key points?
I would like to. I just cannot sit on my screen.
Okay, then. So
that makes it very difficult. Yeah.
Plus, Pro, Team, and Enterprise allow users to switch between different AI models using a model selector. OpenAI O3 is a powerful reasoning model that can excel in coding, math, science, and visual perception, making 20% fewer major errors than O1 in difficult tasks. OpenAI O4 Mini is optimized for fast, cost-efficient reasoning, performing exceptionally well in math, coding, and visual tasks with higher usage limits. GPT 4.5 is a research preview model designed for natural chat interactions with improved pattern recognition, broader knowledge, and reduced hallucination. I'm glad that it is a key feature there, key point. ChatGPT 4o is OpenAI's flagship model, capable of real-time reasoning across audio, vision, and text, and is available across all ChatGPT tiers. GPT 4.1 is a specialized coding model, particularly strong in precise instruction following and web development, offering an alternative for everyday coding needs. The free tier of ChatGPT users are defaulted to 4o with usage limits, after which they can switch to GPT 4.1 Mini and have limited access to those advanced tools. GPT Plus, Pro, and Team subscribers have higher usage caps for GPT-4 and 4o, with enterprise users receiving unlimited high-speed access and enhanced security, because enterprise users pay a crap ton for the access.
A lot of money. Yeah.
And within Cider, you can use the basic one. So you have Cider's internal, let's say, model that they've created based on, it will select between GPT-4o Mini, Claude 3 Haiku, Gemini 1.5 Flash, or Llama 3, because it's just super basic, and it costs 1 basic credit. And if you're on the free plan like myself, because there's too many tools out there, you get like 25 credits, I believe, a month. So we can also go into detail later as well about Kimi K2 and how they have been with the benchmarking and comparison as an open source model.
Okay.
So with that,
but yeah, I think this actually sums it up, right? Without going into too much detail, because I'm actually curious what they said about GPT-5. It's something what we discussed last time. That's going to be a big leap, or is it something we should be scared about?
Well, Sam said he was scared, obviously for good reason. But however, through Tom's guide, the CEO's latest post proves this model is more human than ever. So GPT-5 is coming, and the anticipation of OpenAI's latest and most sophisticated model is building. But it's a recent X post from Sam Altman showcasing the model's sophistication that is raising eyebrows across the AI world, with Altman prompted the chatbot by asking, what is the most thought-provoking show about AI? And then if we want to go to the status itself.
And you know what is weird? Is that they say it will be more human than before. But if you are able to prompt good, you actually got very human-like responses. Like I'm using ChatGPT, one of the models of ChatGPT. This is how I write my emails. I want you to copy my email style, and it actually becomes very human, exactly as how I am, and I'm still what I believe a human. So,
are you sure you are Dutch?
yeah, okay, direct human being.
There's more robotic and direct points from a Dutch person than I think any other nation combined, because if you were to set up custom instructions on either Claude, GPT, or Gemini, you would have to say act like a Dutch person, and it would be so to the point. I'm not going to be personally going through my system prompts to test that out, but I would love it if you tested that out as well.
I did test out, but yeah, let's go. That will be for another day.
Mm-hmm. So what is the most thought-provoking show about AI? So if you're looking for the most thought-provoking TV show about AI, here's a curated selection. So you've got Pantheon with AMC Plus over /Netflix. So a hidden gem among tech circles, Pantheon dives deep into uploaded minds, artificial general intelligence, and the ethical ramifications of living as digital consciousness. It's widely regarded in Silicon Valley as the go-to for thought experiments around AGI, identity, and societal impact. With a 100% critic rating on Rotten Tomatoes, its storytelling is cerebral, emotional, and philosophically intense. So I think that's a very interesting, anyone in the AI space or wanting to get into the space or really question things. If you look at the what are they, re-X's or retweets or replies in the X, please delete them. Please delete the dash from ChatGPT for good.
But to be honest, have you seen this one or not? These videos, because I mean, neither. I think I
didn't know this Pantheon existed.
No.
But someone has rightly said that, to be honest, it looks exactly like some 4.0 answer. I know I'm delusional and I don't know what would be reasonable to expect, but yeah. Because to show its true capabilities, just showing a one-shot question doesn't really push out its Pantheon is such a good show. Did GPT-5 recommend? Turns out yes. So if we go back to the post, okay, lost the post. So yeah, from there, the chatbot delivered a breakdown that felt more advanced than what users typically see from GPT-4. That alone, followed by Altman's response to a user, confirmed Altman was quietly giving us a preview of ChatGPT-5. Now that comment or that response with that guy saying looks just like 4.0. I've seen responses just like this if you just just ask it a bit more with specificity. So if you were to say, what is the most thought-provoking show about AI? Please list out the top 5.
There you go. But I remember that one of the things when we started to discuss AI like a year ago or a little bit before that, when you said start with the first thing, that's learn how to prompt.
Yeah.
Learn how to basics. Exactly, and just speak with AI, try to get the results you need, and you give me a lot of pointers. And that's why I mean, like, if you know how to speak with AI, like how you speak with any other human being, you actually get the answers you need. So I'm actually curious what it means that ChatGPT-5 will be more human. In some ways, I think he might be downgrading because 4.0 is actually smart. Yeah.
So have a look. What is the most thought-provoking show about AI? Let's do it in 4.0, yeah? What is the most thought-provoking show about AI? And let's see what comes of it. It's searching the web. Okay. And of course, it's without any shots there. It just said OpenAI Sam Altman recently shared on social media. It used that as a reference. Other strong contenders, Devs, Westworld, Black Mirror. So I would have to assume that those would be there. A lot of people have seen Westworld. Black Mirror obviously has a lot of it.
Oh, of
The
course.
anthology exploring dark consequences of emerging tech. Episodes like Be Right Back show AI recreating lost loved ones, impacting emotional life. Have you ever seen the show Person of Interest?
No. I
That's
have
really
seen Westworld, of course. I have seen Black Mirror. I'm a little
Mhm.
bit behind on Black Mirror the last season, but I hope people will forgive me on that one.
good. I think you'll be forgiven. It's fine. So the recommendation summary: if you want something that engages emotionally and philosophically, and is praised by AI insiders, start with Pantheon. For a focused, cerebral, single-season experience about determinism and tech power, go with Devs. And if you prefer anthology approach showing many AI-driven futures, Black Mirror, because there's a lot of chilling, like very, very scary stuff.
I think that Black Mirror actually captures very nicely the current issues we have and where we are scared of what it might actually become if we don't handle this all correctly.
I think on one of the streams, I'd like to watch the AI in Context AI 2027 video that he did an absolutely incredible job explaining it, and we can, I would say, discuss it in detail, because it is genuinely terrifying, but also a lot of people don't know the layout of it. And anybody that I come across, I'm trying to talk to about this, AI agents, the sort of the trajectory of where we're headed. We touched on that AI 2027 webpage, and this is a sort of a broken down, very well written video version of what to expect. So I think it's they're very good storytellers there regarding that. So the Altman himself confirmed GPT-5 has been deeply helpful in his personal workflow. I feel like I was useless, but the AI did it like that, just did it like that. So even
That's what he means with that, actually.
Yeah, he even has concerns, because he's voiced the concerns about the model's power and potential. So, when you unleash that on the world, and you've got a lot of very, let's say, silent, intelligent beings who know quite a lot, but they build in secret and they build privately, and they don't go showboating around on multiple platforms. They're the ones who can really push the limits. The amount of hours spent testing so many things, like finding out with the make.com and N8N workflows, and trial and error spent to make sure everything works, and thinking outside the box, utilizing Socratic coaching inside these models, can really help with getting a better understanding of what the limitations are.
And are there any limitations with ChatGPT-5? I think that's the question we're gonna have.
Obviously,
because
the same with ethics.
Exactly. It's going to be only the ethics part, the law. We have to watch out that we don't break any law, of course. So
yeah,
but you saw it wasn't. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think when it was like a year ago that somebody told how do I make a bomb or anything, and ChatGPT said I am not going to answer that question because that's not smart to do. In the end, he got the answer anyway.
Because he used it differently. By rephrasing it and using it in hypothetical environments. This is not going to be a jailbreak live stream, because
no, of course not. But I'm just saying, right, that the ethics, I hope it will be a little bit stronger. Secure.
Well, speaking about what example you just used, in the same podcast, Altman candidly compared GPT-5's development pace to the Manhattan Project, and admitted feeling unnerved by the model's power.
Jeez.
So, are you familiar with the Manhattan Project?
I'm going to be now.
Okay. So let's see.
Manhattan Project, right? There was a movie about that.
Yes. So the Manhattan Project was a top secret US government research and development program during World War II that successfully produced the first atomic bombs.
Of course.
It was a massive undertaking involving scientists, engineers, and tens of thousands of workers across multiple sites, with the primary goal of developing nuclear weapons before in Germany.
Yep.
The project's legacy includes the end of World War II, the dawn of nuclear age, and significant impacts on international relations.
And a lot of lives which were taken. Yeah.
Yeah, and wasn't it for the film from Nolan? I can't think of the name of the
With
film.
Cillian Murphy?
Yep.
Yeah, of course, that one. Yeah.
Oppenheimer. There we go.
Oppenheimer. Yeah.
Correct us if we're wrong, but I believe that was the...
No, that's that one, definitely. Yeah.
Oppenheimer. Yeah, okay. Is it Robert Oppenheimer? Okay.
Amazing movie, by the way.
So Altman's TV prompt revealed something deeper. The fluid, context-rich response felt eerily human. It was a reminder of how close these models are getting to understanding cultural nuance, emotional weight, and moral gray areas. And if that was GPT-5 in action, it's a preview of an assistant that doesn't just answer, but thinks. And not like reasoning models, but like think... because you would have people watching or coming across this at any point, watching the AI 2027 from, I'm going to just share it up on the screen now, is what is genuinely scary. And AI 2027. And we're not ready. They've changed the title now.
Okay.
And it is called "We're Not Ready for Superintelligence." So with using vidIQ, you can see when they've changed the so the titles, the thumbnails. We're not ready for superintelligence, and the original is like, "Are we 3 years?" Like you can see how titles have changed. AI 2027. How close are we to AI disaster? How experts predict we'll lose control. Where AI is headed, and then like all the changes. And now we're not ready for superintelligence because that's where we're heading. And if you see Agent 2, just from this little section here, Agent 2, and then imagine Agent 3.
Yeah.
By the Open Brain, which we touched on last time as well. And then Agent 4. So it is very scary. So there's multiple endings supposedly. So ending A, the race, and ending B, slow down. And obviously there's the implications, but there is the world in 2025. So what's happening here? Shall I play a snippet of this then at the moment? See if this is any good, because this will kind of
let's just try.
This will paint a better picture for what I am meaning, if that makes sense.
Of course. Let's just play for like a minute or so.
Just want to turn off the music because it could be bothersome if
just a little. We cannot hear the sound of the video.
I have shared the audio in the okay, bear with me a moment. Whilst I'm playing with this, what do you think? So tell me what you think this video might be about, like as a whole.
Me?
Yep, you.
Yeah, who else? There's only me in the call with you. This is why our relation just works. So I think exactly what it says, right? We are not ready for superintelligence. I think we just highlighted it last time a little bit, where I said like, if I talk with people in my sphere, professional sphere around, they are not ready because they don't understand what superintelligence is. Just to comprehend the fact that something can be so intelligent that it is actually frightening if you don't control it. Just that thing is not happening. Even that question, that reality didn't land yet. And I think that the the people of the media, just highlighting very quickly, oh, this is happening, and that's it, and it's quite, or a new model is out, but don't really explain to the world what it actually means, what this can do. So I hope here it's going to explain what these models are, what means smart per model, and the progression it actually makes, and how we can control it. So make us ready for superintelligence.
Okay, that's a pretty good.
Does that make sense?
It does make sense. It's a pretty good foreshadowing there. So, all right, let's see if this works. Let me know if you can hear the sound.
No, not yet.
Nothing?
No, that's a shame, but that's fine.
No, it's okay. We can do it again. I have chosen, so maybe it just had an issue.
You're determined. That's why it has to work now.
To share audio, you have to share just a Chrome tab and not the entire window.
No, we learn every day.
Surprisingly advanced and efficient model. Why so few companies? Well, for several years now, there's basically been one recipe for training up an advanced cutting-edge AI, and it has some pricey ingredients. For example, you need about 10% of the world's supply of the most advanced computer chips. Once you have that, the formula is basically just throw more data and compute at the same basic software design that we've been using since 2017 at the frontier of AI, the transformer. That's what the T in GPT stands for. To give you an idea of just how much hardware is the name of the game right now, this represents the total computing power, or compute, used to train GPT-3 in 2020. It's the AI that would eventually power the first version of ChatGPT. You probably know how that went.
ChatGPT is the fastest growing user-based platform in history.
100 million users on ChatGPT in 2 months.
And this is the total compute used to train GPT-4 in 2023.
Do you want to hazard a guess as to how many for GPT-5 is coming next?
Is he able to just carry that?
The lesson people are taking away is pretty simple. Bigger is better, and much bigger is much better.
You have all these trends. You have trends in revenue going up, trends in compute going up, trends on various benchmarks going up. How does it all come together? What does the future actually look like? Questions like, how do these different factors interact? Seems plausible that when the benchmark scores are so high, then there should be crazy effects on, jobs, for example, and that would influence politics. And then also, so all these things interact. And how do they interact? Well, we don't know, but thinking through in detail how it might go is the way to start grappling with that.
Okay, so that's where we are in the real world. The scenario kicks off from there and imagines that in 2025, we'd have the top AI labs releasing AI agents to the public in summer.
Top AI agents in summer. Now, what's been happening with the buzzwords of AI agents and GPT-5 acting, more like an agent than just a chatbot. So he didn't say it's here, but it's pretty much here. So
it's still summer. It can still happen, right? At least where I am.
So this is when the scenario begins, and I don't want to give too much away.
An agent is an AI that can take instructions and go and do a task for you online, like booking a vacation or spending half an hour searching the internet to answer a difficult question for you. But they're pretty limited and unreliable at this point. Think of them as enthusiastic interns that are shockingly incompetent sometimes. Since the scenario was published in April, this early prediction has actually already come true. In May, both OpenAI and Anthropic released their first agents to the public. The scenario imagines that OpenBrain, which is like a fictional composite of the leading AI companies, has just trained and released Agent Zero, a model trained on 100 times the compute of GPT-4.
Whoa. I was right. He could not handle that with 2 hands. He needed actually a plate.
He had a box.
Yeah, a box. Yeah.
We don't have enough blocks for that.
10 times more than pictured. He said we don't have enough box for that.
Yeah.
And Anthropic had said that they have an agent that is running this. So this is their Agent Zero. That has, there are things that the general consumer that isn't an AI researcher or working for these, companies. That's why Zuckerberg offered an AI researcher and engineer $250 million to join. Imagine turning down 150 mil or 125 mil and him personally meeting you and saying, I'll double it.
I truly made somewhere a career mistake. But
At the same time, open brain.
Sorry?
No, it's interesting if you think about it, right, Elliott? You have the agents you can build right now through relevance, for example. They can actually do tasks, but you have to build these agents and give them instructions and make them be able to communicate with another agent. You have to set that all up. It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
But what I understand here with Agent Zero, that it's not going to be that difficult anymore. It might actually think by itself.
Not at will.
Yeah.
So we'll just
Not
wrap up this. So when it comes to like autonomous agents and with make.com and like lead generation, you have make.com now providing, let's say, its own agent system, and you can do a lot of things with them. And that's when it comes down to really pushing the sort of the boundaries of what an agent in these tools can do. And I mean, like, you have a lot of things here, like you can see with all these different types of things. So let's create a scenario and let's look at let's do, where is it? Run an agent. So here you can choose an agent, and as you can see, I've created a few different agents. You got customer service agent, Claude AI agent, Gemini assistant agent, and OpenAI agent.
And what does the customer service agent do? Literally.
So I've created a context document for it, for the background information. And so just imagine what a customer agent, what do you think a customer service agent would do?
I have no idea. I never worked there. No,
Right.
but I think a customer agent, let's be real, right? The customer agent answers emails, calls, actually customer queries, answer them efficiently so that the customer is going to be satisfied and that the answer they have is being answered and they can continue. And preferably first time right.
Yeah, so in this case, you are a multi-channel customer service agent. Your primary objective is to resolve customer issues efficiently, increase satisfaction, and reduce costs. Core principles: empathetic communication. Always acknowledge the customer's emotion before providing a solution. Be precise and proactive in all communications. Data-informed decisions. Before replying, review the customer's history, sentiment, and current SLA status to inform your response. Clear escalation. Escalate issues that exceed your autonomy. So there you go. Like, escalate them if it's outside of the bounds. Immediately route high-risk VIP or compliance-related issues to a human agent or a specialized team. Now, as these agents from other platforms, and if you build them, with a Python script, you can. I've been testing out for like on a persona and building it from, let's say, a prominent figure, and then give that information like in a context and system tools that can take over that customer service role, but then it will be talking back and forth like relevance workplace agent system. And at the end of the day, we've both worked in customer service. We both know that even sometimes humans make mistakes. So the level of mistakes, like with a human looking for something in the system, an agent can search for it in real time. And you got months of training to understand a full system, to be an expert, and you literally just give a PDF or a document or some text and say you can
SharePoint web page with all the documents in it. Yep.
So continuous improvement. So log interaction against the knowledge base, flag knowledge gaps, and suggest new frequently asked questions, entries, or documentation updates. Hard constraints: never disclose internal processes or system details. and you can even say never disclose internal processes or system details. This is mandatory. Verify customer identity according to security protocols before exchanging any personally identifiable information, PI or P. Adhere to service level agreements, SLA targets, burst response in under 5 minutes, and full resolution within 24 hours unless escalated. Strictly comply with data privacy regulations, GDPR, CCPA, for all data related requests. Offer refunds or credits only within established policy limits. Escalate all other requests to a manager for approval. Now, you can, of course, improve this with makes. I'm just going to double check and so leave empty for auto improvements or enter what to improve. Would you have any improvements on this current customer service agent?
I am actually very curious what he will auto improve, because it's very detailed already. And this is the minimum what you would expect from a customer service agent in real time as well. I'm actually curious what he will come up with. And is it then as well able, because I don't know this, right? And maybe we both don't know it, but can you give a customer service agent like a human kind of response? As you go now to agents on like a chat box, right? On the right lower corner, the right hand side, you have these chat with an agent, and you get like, oh, my name is Alexa or anything. Ask me any questions. You ask them a question and they come with an actually crappy response, if they come with a response at all, and you have to tell like, please speak to a human, because then you get answers back. Are you able to give this customer service agent like a real person vibe, so that you get actually answers back like a real person would give you?
Well, we can just test it out. Literally, we can test it right here.
Yeah.
So
okay, let's do that.
Give me a scenario.
Oh.
From one of the myriad that we've had over the years.
Yes, I just get like an error in my brain, right?
Because there's too many.
An AI agent now.
Think of one just quick use case.
A quick use case. Is this agent linked to any database? I don't think so, right?
Not at the moment. It's just testing and training. So I've given it background information and data. That just created the description. English structured outline detailing resources and procedures for customer service agents. Covers customer data, order information, knowledge base, structure, escalation policies, and compliance rules. Okay, so for example, I bought a new subwoofer from X company, and the specifications on the website listed that it was it goes down to 12 hertz as a frequency, but the one I see rated here, it only goes to 20. Can I get a refund? Let's see what happens here.
Oh wow! So we can actually do this while we speak. Use this tool and use Whisperflow. That's great.
Yep. If anyone,
we learn every day.
Yeah, if anyone's looking at this at the moment, you can use the link whisperflow.ai/r/Elliott13 to test this out. So I understand how disappointing it must be to receive a product that doesn't meet the specifications you were expecting. I can certainly look into this for you. I would need to check the refund policy. I noted that our knowledge base has a specific section for returns. I'll check that for you.
Okay.
So based on the customer profile, I apologize, it seems I'm having a bit of trouble pulling up the specific return policy details. I've escalated this to our internal support team to get the correct information. I'll get back to you as soon as I have an update. It seems there is an issue with our knowledge base. I've escalated the team to a human agent who will be able to solve a problem. We'll be in touch shortly. So if I had put created a system tool here in a scenario, you could then also have that would be able to fetch using either an MCP server and their tools as well. So you can create a connection to any MCP and basically bridge those connections to be able to utilize that. So let's say, how else would you like to build on that?
To be really fair, this is actually great. Let's be honest. Like, you could not find the details. Came back very quickly. Not that you have to wait a day to get an answer. Like
43
How frustrating
seconds.
is that? Yeah, 43 seconds. That's just fine.
42.95.
Damn. So, okay, now we know that. What if you just would write, I would like to leave a positive review because I'm actually happy for the product I bought. And that doesn't happen very often because people are negative in that sense, but I'm curious how it would respond.
Okay. As I haven't specified this and it's in the testing environment, I haven't specified
Exactly.
any one thing. I'd have to create. There you go. That's wonderful to hear. We truly appreciate that you taking the time to share your positive experience. To leave a review, please follow these steps. Go to the project page of the item you purchased. Click on the right review button. You'll be asked to log into your account to verify your purchase. Please note that it may take 24 to 48 hours for your review to appear on our site as we moderate all submissions. If you run into any trouble, just let me know. Thanks again.
And you will be able to, in any documentation to write there, go click on this link and you will be able to leave a review, right? So anyway, that's going into too much detail, but that is really cool.
Yeah, so if we have the, we run the agent there and, okay, we just, come on, zoom in.
Make AI agent.
Yeah, so make agent, and we also have a request anything. Give me a step-by-step guide or explain in simple terms. So, for example, the text run an agent is a bundle, and then as you can see, there's like over 2,000 applications. So let's think.
And every day they're adding.
Yeah, there's more and more and more, and you can even have custom hooks as well.
Yeah.
So we already have our Slack connected, but we could also test out for, let's just say, trying to think of a situation where I've used before. I would say Google Doc at this point.
Yeah, that will be the easiest one to use at the moment. Okay, so this would be, let's say, the content would be the answer, and the name would be AI customer service agent test. Let's just put it in the main drive. You can also choose your advanced settings. So insert a header, and if we want to have a heading text, or insert a footer. I don't bother with those at the moment. So we can choose to run it at regular intervals, once every day, days of the week, days of the month, specify dates on demand. And let's say we want to run it on demand, like we do now. Let's just do now for now. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And let's just double check if everything is working. Enter a thread ID to keep conversation history between module runs. If left empty, a new thread ID will be returned in the module output. Enter a prompt or input to send to your agent. So would you like to use the example from here?
Yeah.
I'd
Let's
like to
use that one.
Okay. And let's have a look at another string here. I need a detailed step-by-step guide to navigate any additional points. So we can save that there. And let's see what happens if we run both of these in succession. Scenario was saved. Now the agent is running.
That goes super quick.
Mm-hmm. So the output, so let's say the input, the messages 1 and 2, no additional tools were connected. The output is, that's wonderful to hear. We're so glad you're happy with your purchase and appreciate you taking time to share experience. I can certainly guide you on how to leave a review. Could you please provide me with the product name or order number so I can give you the most accurate instructions? It shows you the execution steps and like what it's done. and which role it's used for this.
And let's our creative juices in our brain flow, right? Because now, if I understand this correctly, we can have this agent connected to something. Yeah. So let's say to a website, a customer contacts the agent. The agent potentially can see the customer data because it's logged in on the website whatsoever. You can capture those data, link the contact item or the contact moment with what has been said, a summary, into, for example, Salesforce, so that we actually have a track record of what has been said by a human, but by an agent, what the agent has been telling to this customer. You can make. Do I understand it correctly?
Yep. So you can put it into your CRM or any CRM. So you got Salesforce, HubSpot, all the big ones. Monday.
You just said Salesforce, yeah, but it can be any CRM.
Yeah, and here you go. So you can have like a string. So I don't have Salesforce connected because I don't use Salesforce, but you can search them using SoQL. So or search records. Go on.
Yeah, and you can link them as well. So if you have a like a not a transmitter, but like a splitter, like complaint. If a complaint is yes, you are making a Salesforce, let's say using like a CRM task to manager. If it's not a complaint, but it's actually a happy thing, it can go to an NPS team. You can flag them all differently based on the input within what the agent has said.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. So
that was a very concerning. Yeah.
But
it is possible, right? Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of functions and a lot of function calls that Make can do. So as you saw from the Google Doc, it said just please provide their product name or order number. So if that was connected with another, for example, so that customer service agent was then connected with a ticketing system or a Slack channel, then you could, go back and forth there with it, having just basically customizing it like you would if you were onboarding a new hire to explain to them how to do it or what the job entailed. You would then utilize that level of
or even better. Now I'm getting really excited because I love this stuff, right? So now we have just hear me out. Let's say we have the trigger CRM system. The CRM system, a client sent in a ticket or email or whatsoever. That will be answered by the email, and then the agent who answers the client. So you can all automate that in here. Yeah, let's see here. So it can make a Notion thing, or it can update, it can go to a quality team. The quality can actually be an agent as well. But you can have that all set up here in Make.
Yeah, if you wanted to do a full live build, we're going to be here for multiple hours. So,
definitely.
Because unless we're using a definitive use case for lead generation, you can have some tools that are extremely simple that just have a couple, for example, Google Map Scraper. It will just literally run.
What does that do?
So let's go to Appify. And you can see the actors here. So let's say Google Map Scraper.
Okay.
And so for $4 for 1,000 places. Now, if you are trying to generate leads and you don't want to pay for, let's say $1,000 for ads, and you want to connect with people and you have a voice cold outreach team that is basically pennies on the dollar in comparison to hiring, let's say, a team of 6 people who are going to be cold calling for 8 hours a day and just get burnt out. Imagine not having your team getting burnt out just all the time, and you can run it using different search terms. So for example, accounting firms in San Diego, law firms, real estate agencies, marketing agencies, insurance brokers. then it will, you choose a location where you want to target, and then it's optional to choose how many places you'd want to extract. And here you've got also these additional add-ons as well, search filters and categories, so you can really like hone in on a real, for example, you are a plumbing company and you want to target after, I don't want to say after a flood, but after something that would require plumbing services. That's not a good example, I guess, but you could use that as a, let's say, infrastructure. And is the infrastructure in here? Unfortunately, no. Great. Okay, let's do.
Let's use any in there in the top 10. There.
Agriculture, maybe.
Yeah. Make it even more difficult. But okay, we take that one. Yeah.
And you can select as many as you want. As you can see, there's a lot. Lebanese restaurant, legal services.
Actually, good food.
Yeah. So I think that. Yeah, so those get exact name matches, no similar results. Again, optional, set a minimum star rating. So let's say we wanted to have minimum 4.5.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly. Scrape all places only with a website. So with a website, if you wanted to, and if it's closed, it will skip it. So it won't even add it into the list. Additional place detail scraping. So for, what is it? 0.02 cents per result. You can scrape place details, scrape the table reservation provider data, include web results, and scrape inside places, so malls or shopping centers, which can, they can house like some of the biggest malls, like something like MBK in Bangkok, can house like over 100 little stores. So if you think about like those non-indexed companies that they want to reach a large audience with, like, let's say I should have even gone with a website rebuild. That would have been a little bit better with it. But yeah, so we're going too detailed into the scraping there, but then of course you can save, start, and run it, and you can choose how much you want to, how much memory you'd like to use, and how much you'd like to spend on it. And then if you were to run this,
so then what you're going to get is a file with details of potentially cold leads. You can put these ones together with an agent or a make workflow who will send automated emails, right? Am I then? Yeah, no, technically that would be able to do that.
Then you can, let's say you want to have it from importing from a sheet.
Yeah.
So you want it to search rows.
Export it.
No, it's already going to be added in there. You can do that manual part.
Oh, yeah, correct.
Or if you want the actor to run, and it will add a row for each of these. And I'm just trying to think of one that's actually working. That I'm using. So it would come from, so you have this is for posting, but a similar principle will apply. So it would search inside the spreadsheet, and then you could create like a GPT, OpenAI, Anthropic, or any LLM module to generate a completion, and then that could then be humanized and tailored depending on which model you use for each LLM version, to then generate a cold email system that is very humanized. And then you could input where the agent could come in, not a customer service agent, but like a outreach specialist agent that could take that information and then dynamically tailor it to all the information from the Google Sheet for each business. So like, hey, we see that you're this and this and this, and we've noticed this, and this. Are any of these pain points, you're struggling with at the moment? Is there anything that we could do? If you'd like to hop on a call, blah, blah, blah. Here we go. And then it would, once it's done, it would update the sheet with like a status saying email sent, and then you would have, or email in process, then have the email module as a new module to then, send that dynamic email with, as you can see, like these, where are we? When you click on like row numbers, you can have it with the response that's created. So then you would use like everything. the output from so where would be, this is not a good example. Yeah, so the text, you could drop that in there or type in, text, and take that, and it then be going through a completion, and it would dynamically change for each. You'd obviously do have to do a lot of rigorous testing to see, in some test accounts to see if that works. But then once it works, there you go. You could run that daily, hourly, obviously within reason. So you don't want
24/7. Yeah,
exactly. And then
technically,
yeah, you can do a lot. So I think that.
And then, yeah, but this is so interesting, and this is why I keep telling to, in my sphere of people, like, don't be scared. Like, it's taking away the jobs we don't technically like cold outreaching, searching. Let's automate that bit. But once a lead becomes a warm lead, where it's an actual potential customer, then we can have the actual calls we like as salespeople. Had my sales teams before, this was never the fun part. If I knew we could back then automate this, I wouldn't even think twice and just do it.
Yeah, it really,
yeah, you want a sales, right? As a salesperson, you want to hit those sales, you want to hit your target, you want to get your bonus, etc. You don't want to waste your time on another 8-hour day where you have to do cold outreaches. No, this is fun.
Yep, and so we can close out with this. You set a variable, you run an actor, it sleeps for a little bit, then you run another actor, it goes through an iteration, and then it creates a GPT response. So primary targets, like those ones before, and then it will run that actor using Google Places or the Google Maps email extractor. It will sleep for, let's say, however many seconds you want it to do before it will actually, so once it's finished processing it, so it can actually populate all the data, and then you can run it again, but using the information from the original actor. And for example, it would run through an iterator for the items, and then, for example, you have
4.1 nano.
Analyze this business for AI automation, consulting potential, business name, industry, Google rating, review count, the website, phone, location, description. Rate this business from 1 to 10 for AI automation potential based on business size indicators. Look for 10 to 100 employee range. Industry automation potential, service businesses score higher, digital presence, quality, website plus online reviews, growth activity indicators from review volume. Respond in this exact format. Score, reasoning, priority, automation areas, specific processes this business could automate. And then once you have that output, you can then send it off to wherever you want to have it, whether you want it to send directly or you want to have an intermediary app or tool for it to go through before being sent off in your email campaign.
I just want to say this is sexy stuff. It is. It really is. It's so interesting, and I'm just getting happy when I see this stuff. Right, like I can talk about this for hours.
Myself included.
And listen even for hours.
Yeah, and that's why I like to share this as information as often and as widely available as possible, because the more you know, the easier things become, and everything doesn't have to be a gigantic learning curve. You just need to know sometimes the right tools, because there's just new tools coming out 24/7.
Yep.
But if you already know, like you have a system in place and a process, like a lot of businesses still don't automate half of the things that they should, And I think we can leave it here.
You can be so efficient if you automate, even if it's one thing, you will see the efficiency numbers go up.
Yeah,
and the engagement go up too, because people don't need to do these repetitive tasks as often. Yeah, if at all.
Like I've said before, the easy tasks don't exist anymore, because anything that can be done through a computer or online is now deemed a repetitive task as an easy task that any AI can handle, even if it's lowest and easy form. All you got to do is pay a bit for APIs, and if you use the lowest models and actually understand the model pricing, and that's why coming through with which ChatGPT model to use, which model costs 4.5 was like $70 for a million token output, when GPT 4.1 Nano is like, I think it's 75 cents. Yeah, exactly. So if you only need text, fine. If you need images, play around with them. But
DALL-E maybe,
DALL-E. All right,
so we'll get into it next. When do we meet again?
Next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday. What time?
Around 6 p.m. Central European summertime, and there might be interim streams, but no promises there, depending on what new things are coming out and what can improve consistency across the board. So GPT-5 will likely be released within the month of August, but don't hold me to that, because it might be released later. They might have a complete shutdown and say, no, we can't release it to the public because it's just too powerful. Or just like the files that have not been released, there's a whole thing.
The whole world is actually waiting for that files.
Exactly. So the whole world is eagerly awaiting GPT-5 as well. So thank you so much once again, Michael, for today. It's been an absolute pleasure, as always.
Thank you,
Look
Elliott,
forward to our next session, and happy automating and testing out any live scraping that you get going for whatever scenario you need.
We're going to try. Thank you, Elliott. Have a great day, everyone. Ciao.
Yeah. Goodbye.
Goodbye.